From identifying as a definite hippie to her dream of becoming a scream queen, here's the untold story of Vanessa Hudgens. But first, let's take a look at her introduction to Hollywood. Well, she was cast as Gabriella in High School Musical. I mean, Vanessa's been a staple on our TV screens since the mid-2000s. The actress's first big role was with Disney. She played the lead role of Gabriella in High School Musical in 2006.
First thing,
Yeah,
right?
like I remember all the auditions, definitely, because there were a lot of them. Like, remember meeting Zach for the first time, meeting Lucas for the first time.
Yeah.
But it's wild. The time just keeps flying. Like, I got decades under my belt now.
After that, she went on to star in 2 more High School Musical movies, but she managed to expand her career a lot more since then. She's been in a lot of other shows and films. You might remember her from The Princess Switch, Bad Boys for Life, and Powerless. I know it's hard to believe that we got to see her for the first time on our screens more than a decade ago, but there's a lot more about her that people have no idea about.
So do you have like little kids now coming back? Because you're like, that was a long time ago.
I mean,
but
yeah,
they're
a
just now
long
seeing
time
it.
ago. I feel like I kind of look the same.
You look
still.
the-
Continues to live on, like for generations. That's like the magic of musicals, though, you know.
So let's look at her untold truth, like how Celine Dion is a major influence for her. When Vanessa heard Celine Dion for the first time, she was transfixed within seconds. In an interview, the actress revealed that she sneaked away a copy of The Power of Love when she was around 7 years old, and that's how she fell in love with performing. Vanessa said that she took out the flip book from the album and used to sing all the songs every day. She especially loved one impressive high note in The Power of Love, and has tried to work hard to hit it ever since then. Her parents took note of her passion and got her a karaoke machine. Vanessa's also revealed her other singing inspirations, and that includes Christina Aguilera, Michael Jackson, and Patsy Cline.
It's just personal. Like, that's what I listen to. Like, I've always got Julie London or Billie Holiday playing at my house, and people are like, interesting. I'm like, I'm a grandma, I don't know.
Now, getting the lead in a musical must have been a dream come true for young Vanessa.
I like you singing.
Thank you. I like singing too. They like me singing. I had to sit back for a second and like figure out what it is that I wanted to do.
But she later revealed that it wasn't all that she'd expected. High School Musical derailed her career. Yup, even though it shot her into stardom, Vanessa has issues with the Disney franchise. She revealed that she wasn't really interested in becoming a Disney star.
I remember watching West Side Story for the first time when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
And like now there's a new one for the new generation. Like musicals just have this like legacy about them. They don't go out of style.
And the PG movie wasn't how she thought she'd start off her career. The actress had always felt inclined towards some darker roles. Ever since she was 11, Vanessa wanted to be the indie girl and wanted to play characters on the grittier side of life, like drug addicts, strippers, or prostitutes. Gabriella is a very big departure from that. Even though Vanessa's grateful for the exposure HSM gave her, she said that it completely derailed her career from where she thought it was going. Plus, once she was a Disney kid, she had to maintain a very clean image, and if she got any roles that didn't really let her do that, she was forced to turn them down. But she eventually did break out of her child star image.
I felt like if I was going to do it again, I wanted it to be like really authentically myself and like really be my own voice and perspective. Honestly, haven't gotten there. It hasn't been like the main priority.
And one movie that helped her do that was Spring Breakers, an R-rated crime film. Now, many child stars go through a crazy rebel phase, like Miley Cyrus, Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan, the list goes on. But people have noticed that Vanessa's transition to adulthood was pretty smooth. How did she break the child star curse? Vanessa says it's all thanks to her friends and family. The actress said both helped her remain grounded. Plus, she added that her career didn't mean everything to her, and she decided to maintain her relationships outside of work. This helped her remember what was important and not to get so wrapped up in what people were thinking about her. Vanessa thinks it's vital to have a friend group that has people you aspire to be like. Plus, Vanessa never got tagged as a party girl, and it's because she was never a fan of the club scene. In fact, she hated it. But she has admitted that she is a fan of raving, so you might catch her in New York and Berlin. Vanessa said that's a part of who she is and allows her soul to flourish. Now, we've seen that Vanessa went on to have a pretty great career. She's even been in a couple of action flicks. And here's the crazy reason why she was prepared for action sequences. Vanessa has a dance background. You might think dance and action sequences are worlds apart, but Vanessa views action as a piece of choreography. She said that in action scenes, she has to learn the different steps and moves and start slow before taking off, just like in dance. So far, she's starred in action flicks like Sucker Punch and Bad Boys for Life. By now, Vanessa's done something of everything, but there are still some genres she'd like to explore. I mean, she's really looking forward to becoming a scream queen. Vanessa's love for horror movies is no secret, and she said that she's really excited to do one in the future. So I hope we get to see a horror flick starring Vanessa really soon. Besides that, the actress said she really wants to do a fantasy piece too, something like Labyrinth or The Never-Ending Story. Like most of us, these are some of Vanessa's childhood faves. Also, she's really interested in period pieces and wants to star in one someday. Well, I'm sure she'll do amazing in whatever she decides to do. She's already enjoyed a lot of success, but you might have noticed her doing festive movies a lot more. It's because she loves Christmas. Vanessa's made a name for herself as a holiday star, and that's the reason why. Plus, she's glad that Christmas movies are being taken more seriously nowadays, because they can be a good respite from the craziness of the world. No matter what genre, Vanessa always slays, and she's really made a name for herself in Hollywood. With that comes a lot of money, but becoming famous and rich wasn't the easiest change for her, since she didn't really grow up with money. Her family was mainly trying to make ends meet, and the actress grew up very conservatively. When she started to earn millions, Vanessa definitely ended up splurging a bit. The star admitted that she was very bad at managing her money, and that she wasn't aware of how much hard work it took to maintain an income. Still, the actress has learned to keep this in check. She admitted that her shopping motto is to think twice before making any purchase, and only spend your money on a thing you can't stop thinking about. That's pretty solid advice. Now, let's look at another part of Vanessa's life you didn't know about, like how she identifies as a hippie. Even though Vanessa grew up Catholic, she's never really identified with the religion, but when she got older, Vanessa rediscovered her spirituality in a slightly different way. She joined a trendy mega church that other celebs like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and Haley Steinfeld also frequent. The place is called Hillsong, and Vanessa said joining them let her enrich her faith. Plus, she was able to have a more personal relationship with Jesus. But besides this, she also called herself a definite hippie. Vanessa loves being free-spirited and is a fan of crystals and dream catchers. She's really created her own spirituality brand and is a huge nature lover. In fact, the actress said she's her happiest when she's out dancing on a grass field half naked, listening to Led Zeppelin. Now, Vanessa had no problem labeling herself a hippie, but there was one label that she didn't feel too good about adopting, and that's feminist. Yep, Vanessa has had her issues with the movement. The actress once said she was on the fence about feminism and thought that the movement was too overpowering and aggressive. Plus, she said it seemed like the movement wanted to displace men instead of empower women, but nowadays it seems like she's changed her mind. Either way, there you have it. This was the untold story of Vanessa Hudgens.